Greetings and salutations, my movie-loving friends. The name's Gilbert Ybarra, and welcome back to the Attic Review. On today's episode of TAR, I want to talk about my favorite film of 2024 so far, The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Old Guy Ritchie here serves up another masterclass of storytelling, and he also mixes in some pretty impressive and creative action sequences. And this is all delivered by probably the best looking men that I've ever seen on screen together. Just on that note, let's talk about how badass these gorgeous dudes are, but stick around for some very interesting facts about this film, including the topic of its absolute resemblance to Inglourious Basterds. WW2 is popping off in its prime, and the Brits, they ain't faring too well. So it's time to play dirty against these Nazis and their U-boats. Prime Minister Winston Churchill has had enough of this shit, so he goes rogue and off the books, and he needs some bad boys for life to carry out this mission. So he has the renegade of funk, Major Gus March Phillips, assemble his crew for some cheeky destruction. I mentioned how good looking these guys are, right? That is still an understatement, as we have Gus recruit Anders Lawson, aka Reacher, aka Alan Ritchson, who somehow makes Superman look small. We've got Nick Young, aka Henry Golding as Frogman Freddy. I'm not gonna say this correctly, I'm sorry, but Hero finds Tiffin. I guess that kid was in the 6th Harry Potter, but he portrays Henry Hayes. And the kid from Magic Mike, Alex Pettyfer, he plays one of my favorite characters, Apple, and I love women, but damn it, look at these guys! Also cloak and daggering it up is the beautiful, charming Marjorie Stewart, who is an actress / mole on the inside. And she is working with the smoothest of operators, named Heron, who owns some businesses and a bar to get some intelligence for the fight. So we've got these two foxes gathering up all the intel for the mission, and oh yeah, the mission! Basically, it's a suicide mission to go blow up a supply boat that is intended for Nazi submarines. The boat, however, is situated in a bay ran by the Spanish and occupied by Nazis, so this is an easy mission. That is the main gist of this film, watching these elegant studs kill a bunch of Nazis in Guy Ritchie fashion. I freaking loved it! Guy pulled another rabbit out of his hat with The Ministry, a true story from a book that came out in 2014. The events in the movie, that happened, but Guy Ritchie uses his magic to exaggerate the action in the most stylish way possible. The spy aspect was as slick as Steven Seagal's hair, and the action? Holy shit, the action! Seriously, there are some sequences here that gave me genuine goosebumps. One particular scene, oh my god, they had Reacher tearing shit up! And the lighting and music was sick! But also, don't forget about that British charm, because they are making us smile and fall in love while they are mauling those Nazis. I mean it, they are mauling the Third Reich out of those guys and really enjoying it, which makes us kind of enjoy it. And now, time for some very interesting stuff. I hope that you know Bond, James Bond. But do you know Fleming? Ian Fleming? Well, he created 007 and his character appears in the film. And what do you know? Major Gus? He was the real inspiration for the Playboy spy. Also, we don't really see any romance between these two characters, but Major Gus and Marjorie later in real life got married. And finally, I need to talk about how this is the British version of Inglourious Basterds. Here's some light spoilers, but hear me out and check out the similarities. The obvious first one is the ragtag team of commandos led by a dangerous and charming leader into a black ops. Check. The stunning Marjorie is an actress and is helping out our ungentlemanly boys. But hey, we saw the same thing in Bastards with actress Bridget Vaughn, I'm not gonna say that, in the disastrous bar scene. This one made me laugh though, because we have Hugo Stiglitz. He hated Nazis with a passion in Inglourious Basterds. Here, Let's just say his character is the exact opposite. And his character here happens to catch a slip from Marjorie, which reveals her true identity. And funny enough, his character in Bastards is taken out when the Nazi discovers one of them made a slip up. Another thing noted is the spaghetti western musical score. Tarantino loves that shit, and Guy Ritchie used it perfectly here as well. I hope this isn't coming off as nitpicking, because I love this movie, and I love Inglourious Bastards. So I don't want to be accused of saying that this is just a knockoff, because it's not. Guy Ritchie has a certain style and flair, and this movie is covered in it. And yeah, one more time as a reminder to myself, try not to fall in love with these handsome, cheeky bastards, because, yeah. And that's it for today's episode of Tar, and how the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare is a must-watch for the fellas and the ladies. Seriously amazing movie, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. It has been an absolute pleasure. Please like, comment, share your thoughts, subscribe, follow, and tell some friends about the channel. My name is Gilbert Ybarra, and thank you so much for watching the Addict Review. Smile, Tiger.